tonight, Ernie. So that's why this game is a must-see matchup. Tremendous individual matchups as well, and this will be a heated rivalry for years to come.
I'm seeing something in the ball.
In what ball?
The crystal ball.
Right. Not that again.
I think this could be a preview of these teams meeting in the postseason.
Wow.
Everyone.
We've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. Along with Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and Hall of Famer David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. Boy, do we have a treat for you folks. The big ticket is here. Kevin Garnett in the house. KG, welcome.
Man, a lot of people don't know that you actually gave me the name, the big ticket. Dude, K-Hard, man, I hope you got a package of all this somewhere. I hope you own all the names that you've given over the years.
You are the big ticket still. Great to have Kevin Garnett. We've got the visiting team and the home team. And Doc Rivers, your coach with the Celtics, such a great leader, brought your team together. Talk about that.
You know, he brought us the belief from Mbutu and bringing all of us together and that you give yourself for the greater of the group. And everybody bought into that. And when you hear about when Miami won, Pat Riley had all those guys give something to the pot and giving yourself to something. And when you think about what team is, all these great coaches, these great minds, these great philosophers, it all surrounds that whole little philosophy right there, giving yourself to be able to get something and gain something.
Very interesting.
Very, very interesting. But a true philosophy in winning.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Hawkins is out there with the chosen one. Then it's Geiger. Then there's baddest one. And it's Cannon in at the 3. Here's Ruffin. Geiger with the rebound.
I'll tell you, he's not going to get in his coach's good graces if he's missing wide open looks like that.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Passes it to Cowboy. We're about 1 minute into the first. From 13, that one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Oh, I'll tell you, that's good basketball. You have to get a little creative against the big man, but I love his initiative.
Here's Craig. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Now we'll go to our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. I had a chance to talk with head coach Brett Brown.
Well, guys, he said he's expecting his defense on the interior to be important. He said we can protect the rim with our shot blocking. We want to keep them outside of the paint, but if they get inside, our ability to deny can come in handy tonight. Kevin, we'll see if he's right. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And guys, do you agree that they have to put the emphasis on their defense here early on?
I do. I think it's a great idea to play to your strengths, and defense is a strong suit for this group.
Well, it's something that they have considered their signature. The defensive end of the floor is something they bring every single game.
Here's baddest one. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hawkins. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
And that nickname, the big ticket, it stuck. And it certainly fit. KG, you were the big ticket.
Lord knows I owe you for that one, man.
But you were the big ticket.
Where'd you get that from, man?
You know, I don't even know.
Okay, man, listen.
Do you like, of all the nicknames you have, and you've got some,
yes.
But would you like that as well as any you got?
Listen, it has morphed now. I am the ticket. So
the ticket,
my friends come to me and they ask me, Teron Lou, he don't call me. He hasn't called me Kevin since you've been calling me the big ticket. Everybody calls me ticket.
How about that?
All the young guys, I don't even think they know my name. There's no ticket. Ticket, hey, tick. Right, so that's what it is.
You are the big ticket still. Here's Collinsworth. Pass to Newton. Here's Daly. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. Gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. It's Hawkins on the wing. Pass to Craig. With some arc, he can't get it to go.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Here's Newton. It's deflected, and he recovers it. And the pass to Collinsworth. Here's Cowboy. Lakic. And the shot goes in.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. You know, it'll be interesting to see what coach draws up here.
Well, they need to stop this run, and a great timeout that hopefully gives his team some energy.
Kevin, you talk about your rivals at that big man position. Who comes to mind among guys you played against and have the most respect for?
I got a lot of respect for guys in our league. Shaq, Rasheed Wallace, Dice, Charles Barkley, Carmelo, you know, to name a few. Chris Webber. A ton of respect. But when it comes to the cream of the cream, you know, Rasheed Wallace and Tim Duncan always brought out another side of me. I would say Chris Webber too, you know, because Chris Webber is my idol. And those guys brought out the better side of me. And I like to think that I dug deeper with those guys and playing up against those guys. If you want to see what you are in this league and all that stuff that you've been practicing and working on in the gym, those players, those moments are going to pull those times out of you. And that's what true essence are. And only the elite understand that. Only the elite understand the matrix. When things slow down and you really are dominating the game on both ends.
Different world.
Different world, different flow, different mindset, different type of character.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Elliott's checked in for the chosen one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Passes it to Geiger. 6 to shoot. That one off the back iron and out. Gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. And Kevin, you think about all the individual accolades you won, the MVP, the Defensive Player of the Year award. Where does the title NBA champion rank on your personal list?
Being an NBA champion is everything. If I didn't win any of that individual stuff, I would be totally fine with just being an NBA champion.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Both teams deciding to change it up. Shot clock at 2. Here's Ruffin. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here is Elliott. Shoots over Bradley. Buries it down low.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's Cowboy. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's his first trip to the line.
At the line, Ruffin. 2 shots.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good. And so he hits both. And Kevin, going back to your title team with the Celtics, do you think you realized at that time how special it was?
If I knew what I knew now, I would have tried to bottle.
Yeah, I know.
I would have tried to bottle as much as I could. Doc knew it. Doc Rivers knew it.
He did. He did know it. Yes.
Doc Rivers knew it, and he knew it day one, and he knew that if we was going to be committed, we had to be the leaders of the commitment. It was going to be hard on the three of us. He was going to be very tough, but it made us who we are and it pushed us to another level.
It was like he was the perfect coach at the perfect time for the perfect threesome, right?
Seriously, man, because a lot of people, go to Phil and his style and how it worked for him, Michael and Scotty and that three with Rodman, and then him transferring and going to L.A. doing that with Kobe and Shaq and making that a dynasty. Doc Rivers had a whole nother style, and it was like a Chuck Daly kind of style. It was a bar kind of very, very firm, very physical, but in your face with class. We're going to knock you down. We ain't going to help you up, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
We're going to share the ball on offense. We're going to move it. We're going to have multiple players. We're going to attack for 48 minutes. Look, this is how we're going to play this game. He had a real style that was similar to some of those Detroit, some of those more tougher teams that you hear. That's the style that we practice with and we play with.
It showed. It showed. I mean, to have that, just like historically good. And Bradley gets it to go.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Elliott against Bradley. Can't hit from the elbow. Gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Snatched away. And here they come. Moving it up. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Outstanding pass. He reads the play as it develops, and his lead pass is absolutely perfect.
Kev, talk about the characteristics needed to be a winner in this league.
Appetite. How much do you want this? Can you push through that pain right there? Or you going to dive on the floor? You're going to do the small things. Or you're going to double down, or you're going to be in the spot when you're supposed to, when you're supposed to be there. Know my bags. All this goes into winning. And then you need a little luck. You do. And you need an appetite. You need 15 guys that's willing to push through anything at any moment. That's the difficult part of winning.
On the same page.
On the same page, all 15 thinking the same thing.
It sounds daunting.
Listen, people think that, oh man, why can't you have 15? Because it's 15 guys thinking 15 totally different things. And that's the difficult part of being a coach. That's what I'm saying. Being a coach is one of the hardest things to be because you got to take 15 perspectives and get them all on one and then go forward with the same velocity like you want it to. It's frustrating.
Clock is at 3. From the high post, Elliott misses.
Well, they've been playing some tough defense on him in this period, and it's starting to affect him. This guy's having trouble finding the target right now.
Now, here's Bradley. 5 points in the game. Pass to Hunter. Launches a 3. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Done outside. Here's Gill. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Boy, defender taken out of the play with a rock-solid screen. No way he's going to get through that.
It's Bradley on the wing, covered by Elliott. Back to Bradley. He kicks to Galloway, and there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good. Bradley against Elliott. 5 on the clock. Here's Ruffin. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so it's the home team in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. And we'll be back with you shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
Well, the commitment is evident, and they are simply phenomenal at their aggression on the defensive end right now.
Just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. And Kevin, you talk about the makeup of a championship roster. Can you win it if you're not bound together, if you're not like a family?
I don't know. I only have one as a family.
Yeah.
And I just don't know him going forward and doing something together that it represents family. I think that if you're doing something alone, that says solo. If you're doing something as family, it makes it a lot more easy.
Well said. We've got the captain. Cowboy is out there with Elliott. Then there's Dunn, and it's Gill in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jensen. Off target with his 3. Now here's Dunn. Now the pass to Irvin. Here is Elliott. Pass to Gill. Over Hunter. No good from the wing. Shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Passes to Bradley. Here's the 3. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. Pass to Elliott. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6.
Boy, the way he's been going, he is not going to be the guy to turn this around.
Elliott against Bradley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. On Friday, they'll tip off a road trip in Toronto where they'll take on the Raptors. And then on Saturday, they're off to New York to face the Knicks.
And for their matchup with the Magic, it's always interesting for top teams to see how they compare to the best in the East. This will be a chance to see just what this group is made of.
No good on that one. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And Kevin, you were so loyal. But can you imagine your career had you not been traded to Boston and played with those guys and had that coach and in that city with all that tradition? Can you even imagine your career?
You know what? I should have did it earlier. I should have got with Paul earlier. I told him that.
Everybody wants to play with him. Everyone wants to play with you.
Yeah, Paul and I should have got together earlier, but, through the loyalty and still feeling like, you can still do it. You got to have a machine behind you. Management has to be behind you. They got to be willing to put up dollars and be as boisterous as you are. I got to experience Boston and having a machine behind us. And Doc Rivers controlled that whole thing as much as he could, and it worked. So, yeah.
Here's Newton. No good from 11 feet. Gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Hawkins kicks to Craig. Buries it down low.
Boy, that's how to do it. Just go strong. Don't settle for a jump shot when the defense is flat-footed. Nice.
Newton passes to Collinsworth. Can they get it? A three-pointer is right on target. He has 5.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Well, you've simply got to push through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise, he's going to knock it down.
Here's Craig. Here's Hawkins. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Oh, easy put back. No one got a body on it.
Boy, I'll tell you, Greg, that's just inexcusable. All they had to do was box him out. You learn a lesson the hard way in that instance.
The 11-footer. Craig pulls it in. Gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Down low. Here's Hawkins. Misses in close.
Boy, a kickout's probably a better option when the defense is swarming around like that.
It's stolen. And here's the break. Here's Geiger, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, sometimes your gut tells you to take a shot at the pick and then big move to keep the pressure on.
Three-pointer on the way. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Here's Newton. The quick look, no good that time. Gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Hawkins against Bradley. Hawkins with it. And the pass to Geiger. Here's Craig. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Craig's got 5 points now in the quarter. Gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Bradley passes to Jensen. Back to Bradley. Passes it to Jensen. Here's Newton. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Bradley against Hawkins. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
2 shots.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Baddest ones checked in for the captain. And so Hawkins drills both of them. Just 28%. They are offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. Lakic, defended by Geiger. Lakic kicks it out to Bradley. 6 to shoot. Will it go?
Run the other way.
And 45% in quarter number 2. And here's Hawkins. He's got 6 to the middle. Here's Geiger. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw, good. Geiger.
2 shots.
Both free throws good for Geiger.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical. Yeah, just ice cold right now from the floor. Time to regroup.
I think, Greg, they look lost and they look frustrated. Not sure how they're missing so many shots right now.
Cowboys checked in for Bradley. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Here's Ruffin. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Now Hawkins, he has 6. Here's Cowboy. The shot from the low post is good. Cowboys got 9 points. Gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to York. Pass to Craig. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Baddest one.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Elliott's checked in for the chosen one. That one misses. Here's Cowboy. He's got 9. And that one, good.
I'll tell you, such a tremendous rhythm to that sequence. Great player movement, great ball movement on the lead pass.
The pass to Geiger. And here's Hawkins. Passes it to Geiger. Pulls up on the wing. Misses off the left iron. Being 31%, not looking sharp offensively, to say the least. Daly covered by Elliott. Pass to Collinsworth. Lakich. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
A physical basketball there, and in the best sense. A hard screen allows him to shake the defender and get to the bucket for the layup.
Here's Geiger. Collinsworth grabs the board. Collinsworth's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Galloway with the bucket.
You hope that's a wake-up call for the defense, boys, because you give them that clean a look and it's over.
Gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. It's Hawkins on the wing. He has 6. To halt the run. Makes it off the glass. Hawkins has got 6 in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Got a piece of it. Pass to Collinsworth. 1:33 left to play in the first half. Shot clock at 6. Here's Cowboy. He's got 9. No good from the wing.
As long as they can hang on to this lead, he won't have to answer for what's been an off night for him.
KG, I want to give you a special thanks for joining us, helping us with the call tonight. You always have a seat at this table to broadcast any of our games.
Oh, man, thank you, man. I appreciate you letting me come through, man. It was an honor, man, seriously.
We'll do it again soon.
Let me know, man.
That's
Let me
KG.
know.
That's the great Kevin Garnett.
My dog.
And always a special occasion to have KG with us, Doris, a guy who really brings it every time we speak with him.
Well, his enthusiasm is contagious. This guy is a leader on and off the court. There's a vibrancy, a joy that he brings that was key to his success as a player and how fun as a broadcaster.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Galloway, no good. 1:03 left in the second quarter. Cannon passes to Strawberry. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
I think you always have to be looking for the man in the middle, and he finds him with a great feed that time.
Galloway taking his time here. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. There's the pass to Gill. Here is Elliott. Done outside. That one misses.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Passes it to Cowboy. Over to the wing. Here's Galloway. Tries it from the top of the key. No good. Shot missing. Here's Cowboy. 3-pointer. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The away team, they're up by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think of your team's energy in the first half?
I think the energy's fine. I thought we did look a little gassed at the end of that first stint for some of our starters, but I thought for the most part it was good.
Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Checking out the visiting team. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, Ernie, this is definitely a big wake-up call for them. Their field goal percentage is sitting in the low 30s. They came out unfocused, unmotivated, unprepared. If they can't turn the tide and play with greater efficiency, it's going to be a long second half.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Cowboy really making the difference here.
I mean, he was prolific in that first half. You know it's coming, but it's just so tough to stop.
And this is what he does, right, Greg? He's out there to score the basketball, and throughout that first half, he dominated.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. 34% from the field, that's not going to get it done. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Pass to Hawkins. From the high post. Good as the jump shot falls. Hawkins has got 10 points. Doris, look in your crystal ball. 5 years from now, who do you think will be the 2-3 best players in the NBA?
Well, certainly some of the names. I won't say this is a definitive list, but as long as health holds, I'm going to give you 3 men who are going to be bad men in the NBA for a long time. Giannis Antetokounmpo, because the Greek freak is able at his size to handle it, take it off the window, and dominate action in transition. If he gets a consistent jump shot, forget about it. Ben Simmons, exactly the same thing. His passing ability is extraordinary. I think you'll see him get a low post game, and I think he'll get a jump shot, and he will be unguardable. And one of my absolute favorites is Mr. Joel Embiid. Give it to you inside, give it to you outside. Mr. Embiid can handle it. He can dominate with his defense. Those 3 men are going to be all-stars for a long, long time.
And he knocks down the first one. No good on the second free throw. No good with the layup. 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. The pass to Cowboy. Out to the right wing. For the tie, Geiger with the rebound. Geiger's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Hawkins. Over Daly. That's short off the rim. They can get back in front with some points right here.
Yeah, they got behind, but really hung in there and didn't let the score get out of hand.
Here's Cowboy. He's got 10. Here's Collinsworth. That ties it up. Collinsworth's got his first basket. Gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Craig. He's got 5. Here's York. No good.
I don't like their energy level since the break, right? They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots.
Here's Daly. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Being about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. Down low, here's Cannon. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Boy, the assist just put on time and on target. Easy shot opportunity.
Lakic, defended by Geiger. Passes to Collinsworth. Here's Cowboy. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Cowboys got 12 in the game. Gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Craig passes to Geiger. Off with the layup. Geiger's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Here's Cowboy. 12 points for him. Pass to Collinsworth. Here's Cowboy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the lead. The shot comes out. Cowboys gone 4 of 12 shooting from the floor. Only 33%. Hawkins kicks to Craig. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. He's got 7. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And so Brad Stevens decides to call timeout.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
Check in for baddest one. The visitors on defense. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Newton. It's hauled in by Hawkins. Hawkins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Cannon passes to Geiger. Count that one. Geiger's got 6 points.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Newton passes to Collinsworth. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 20 feet out. That shot missing. Gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. To the left wing. And there's the pass to Irvin. Here's Hawkins. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Doris, when you talk about coaching, aside from wins and losses, how can you gauge if a coach is doing a good job?
Well, you make a great point, Kevin, because if an organization is in a rebuild situation, then winning is almost impossible because you're outgunned and outmanned every single night. So to evaluate those coaches, here are the things I would look at. 1, are you maximizing the talent at your disposal? Are your player development skills at such a degree that you're seeing incremental improvement from the guys on your roster? And then ultimately, Kevin, are guys playing hard? Are they competitive every night? Even if the wins don't necessarily show in the box score and at the end of the, the regular season, the reality is, are you playing hard? Are you competitive?
And the second free throw, good. Gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Pass to Galloway. All alone. It's hauled in by Hawkins.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
To the inside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Bradley against Elliott. Bradley dishes to Galloway. Pass to Jensen. Here's Galloway. Clock at 6. Got a piece of it. Elliott against Bradley. Pass to Geiger. From deep. Hits the three-point bomb. Geiger's got 9.
We saw stellar defense in that first half. It hasn't been close here in the second.
Here's Galloway. Outside Bradley. The pass to Jensen. And Shake and Bake picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. To end the cold streak, a three-pointer is right on target. 6 points for him.
But, you know, a lack of effort defensively, and he gets a very good look from deep.
Here's Gill, down low. Here's Elliott. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Elliott's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Out left to the wing. Here's Galloway. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Galloway's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, that is not the shot they were hoping for, but they'll take the result.
And it's done in the corner. Passes it to Irvin. Clock at 6. Here is Elliott. 6 points for him. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Galloway kicks to Bradley. Pass to Jensen. Here's Bradley. Dunn covering. Bradley passes to Hunter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hunter's got his first points of the night.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the 3rd quarter. And no doubt Brad Stevens, one of the most respected young coaches in the NBA. Dorsey doesn't try to coach around foul trouble.
You know what I love about Brad Stevens is he's always trying to question the norm, meaning he doesn't want to do something simply because that's the way it's always been done. So just because a guy has 2 fouls doesn't mean he automatically takes him out. I like that kind of out-of-the-box thinking.
Here's Cowboy. The pass to Irvin. Ball's knocked loose, and so out of bounds it goes. And they retain possession. Here's Elliott. No good on the quick 3.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
1:43 left to play in the 3rd. Shot clock at 6. Bradley lays it up off the glass. Bradley's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, he's able to get to the hoop, Kev, because of that great solid screen.
Elliott passes to Gill. Here is Elliott. Passes it to Strawberry. Trying to get something going. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and the dunk caps it off.
Yeah, run your offense with that kind of precision. Not much anyone can do to stop it.
And Bradley gets it to go.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Here is Elliott. 6 points for him. Here's Gill. To the middle. Here's Strawberry. Lays it up and banks it in. Cowboys got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he's kept them in balance tonight. This guy's shooting has put them in front.
Bradley passes to Jensen. Bradley with the ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 11. Here is Elliott.
And this could be the final possession of the period.
Right, they have to play their cards right. No rush, work the clock, and get a quality look.
Here's the captain. No good. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. The away team, they're up by 1. We've got more in store for you right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Not great, 40% for the game. That is one out there with Gill. Then it's Cowboy, then it's Elliott, and it's done in at the small forward. Here's Hunter to take the lead, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Hunter taking 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. So both teams changing it up here. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Pass to Cowboy. To the paint.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Pass to Gill. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. Here's Craig. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Craig's gone 4-7 in field goal attempts tonight. 57%. The pass to Newton. Puts it up from 7, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Craig. Inside. Here's Dunn. And that one drops.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
They've got to be willing to step up. And when it's this close, you just can't let them get easy buckets. Make them feel you a bit.
Here's Ruffin. Fades away and sinks the tough shot.
Boy, after an up and down first half, he's finally gotten a flow. These are the right shots for him.
Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Baddest one passes to Dunn. It's deflected. Second shot opportunity. Gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Inside. Here's Cowboy. Dunn covering. Shot clock at 5. Shot from free throw range. That one wide left.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And he gets the bucket.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Here's Ruffin. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul. At the line, Ruffin. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. So both teams making some changes here. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Boy, just never a good idea to give this guy too many chances at the line. He's going to cash in.
Passes to Cannon. From the wing. Bullseye. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Pass to Collinsworth. Here's Cowboy. Fades. That one misses.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
The pass to York. Craig kicks to Hawkins. Pass to Craig to take the lead. That puts them in the lead. And that's now 11 points for Shake and Bake.
He's made obvious improvements since the half, really getting into an offensive groove.
Picked off in midair. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
The visitors with the ball. A 2-point game. Craig passes to Cannon. Here's Craig. Shot clock at 5. Here's York. Drains the three-pointer.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Passes it to Cowboy. Knocked away. Pass to Craig. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
There's the pass to Cowboy. Pass to Newton to the left side wing. Shot clock at 5. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. On Thursday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them. And then on Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic.
In that matchup against the Bucks, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge. Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
But, Greg, no resistance, right? They're allowing them to get any kind of shot they want close. That simply can't happen.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Shake and Bake.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight, that they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this, and on the road no less. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens had to say to his team. Three-pointers have hurt them tonight, and he told his players, we've got to play them better on the three-point line. We can't give them any more clean looks. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Here's Cowboy. Pass to Collinsworth. And just miss after miss right now.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Nothing they're doing on the defensive end is working. They've got to figure something out, and fast.
Pass to Craig. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Ruffin. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Ruffin. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8 of 12. And there's the pass to Hawkins. Here's Geiger to the inside. Craig, good. Craig's got 6 in the quarter.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Outside Bradley. Here's Cowboy. He's covered by Hawkins. Ruffin hits the front of the rim and out.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
To the paint. And it's Bradley with the rebound.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Craig pulls it in.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Hawkins kicks to Craig. Passes it to Geiger. Another shot. Not that time. His 6th miss. He's made 4 of 10 so far. Gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Fires at the elbow. Geiger with the rebound. Geiger's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Cowboy. The shot, no good. Gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And the pass to Cannon. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
What's up?
And the free throw, no good. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's York, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Outside Bradley. Passes it to Newton. Here's Collinsworth. Pass to Newton. 6 to shoot. And there's the pass to Cowboy. 46 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Hawkins with it. Pass to Craig. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Inside, and the lead now, double digits on that bucket.
And all the energy has been sucked out of this arena. This is not what the fans came to see.
Well, they took the crowd completely out of this game, and when you get a lead like that, it's sort of deflating for the home crowd. What a solid victory on the road. That's a big payoff for crashing the offensive boards. Go to work. The visiting club takes the win on the road. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.